Jacob Soboroff. Let's just get down. This money is needed for what?
Well, beds, number one. I mean, HHS is where these unaccompanied migrant children are housed and they're taken care of. And by all indications, everything I've ever seen with my own eyes, HHS has competent, licensed child care professionals dealing with what is, we got to call it what it is, a surge, record numbers of families coming across the border at this point. But I agree with you. I mean, I don't think that the fight for more transparency and accountability is not one that's worth having. That's always been the issue.
I want to put up something Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said the other day. She put this up. I'm not interested in making sure that caged children are getting warmer burritos. I'm interested in making sure that they're not getting caged in the first place. We need to stop funding the detention of children under any and all circumstances. What Nancy Pelosi is asking them to do is, look, you've got to fund these things, and yes, they're going to get housed at these centers. And that seems to be, if you hold this position, the way AOC holds this position, it's a hard vote.
The argument is it's a necessary evil. We have to have this deterrence-based immigration enforcement system in order to basically keep the trains running. And I think it's a really good debate to have because for 30 years, starting with the Clinton administration, prevention through deterrence has had this system that led to infrastructure, the first wave of walls. And every time you have more deterrence, more people end up dying when they try to cross. And it's right now, it's at levels we've never seen before in the Trump administration. They keep putting this messaging out that in the past 10 years, nobody had ever died, no child had died in CBP custody. Well, 6 have died over the course of the last year. If there's any time to debate the system, it's now.
Okay. The acting CPP guy leaves because the guy who had been the confirmed CPP guy is currently the acting DHS secretary.
Dizzying.
Look, what does this mean practically for these facilities being run, for what's happening at the border? I mean, I'm sorry, there's command and control's got to mean something.
Well, when you were just saying that, it made me think back to literally exactly 1 year ago when I was inside the Border Patrol Processing Center where I saw the separated children, and agents would say to you as an aside, we're stretched to the max. We're stressed out. We don't know what we're supposed to do today versus what we're supposed to do tomorrow. Imagine what they feel like now. They got an acting.
Well, they're political boss. They don't know who they're supposed to go to, and that person's afraid to do anything.
Who do they report to? At the end of the day, who do they report to? Who's making the policies that they're supposed to carry out? Border Patrol gets a bad rap. I've met a lot of good Border Patrol agents that are basically men and women that are law enforcement officers that want to do the best job
carrying out their job.
They're like cops on a beat. There are good cops and there are bad cops. And when they have this level of disarray at the top, how are you supposed to do your job?
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.